All right. Are you serious? Are you serious, guys? Great to see all of you tonight. And wow, what a great weekend we had as it relates to um, the uh, the webinar we had, of course, which was climate chaos. But we have tonight. We have a pink moon, and I actually just stepped outside here in the Florida sky and looked and saw a beautiful super moon. It is beautiful, and it's not too high. It's just kind of just now rising, and spectacular, huge super moon in the heavens. The Bible said there shall be these signs in the sun, the moon, the stars, distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves will be roaring. Men's hearts have failed them for fear, for looking after those things coming upon the earth, for the power of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall we see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. When these things begin to come to pass, he said, look up, lift up your head. Your redemption is drawing nigh. Guys, real fast, I'm going to tell you something. We had 43 salvations last night, and Heidi even showed me a printout of all the names last night that got saved. I'll show you that in just a second, guys. But first, let me put a real quick shout out before I tell you about how many different religions and tribes will view this super moon. It's called a pink moon, a super pink moon. Why it is so important to so many different religions. And there's 4 super moons we're having in a row. We had one in March, one in April, we got one in May, and we got one in June coming. 4 consecutive super moons. All right. These are huge. But let me first, let me put a shout out right now, if I could, to www.powerlightbulb.com. That's www.powerlightbulb.com. That's right. The CEO of Texas Power Grid has been fired. And this comes after millions of Texans were left without power and heat in the deadly sub-freezing temperatures during the February blackouts. Between summer storms or winter blizzards, many areas of the country are prone to blackouts. And this is why I highly recommend that you guys get your hands on one of these right here. And that is www.powerlightbulb. That's www.powerlightbulb. This amazing bulb works in and out of your existing light socket and eliminates blackouts forever and gives you peace of mind during emergencies or natural disasters. These emergency bulbs use automated technology to turn on when they detect a power outage is happening. The best part is there's no complicated installation. You just install them just like you would any normal light bulb. I mean, how many people does it take in the apocalypse to screw in a light bulb? What? Go to www.powerlightbulb.com. That's www.powerlightbulb.com. And don't be left in the dark. Okay, now, here's what's going on. This super pink moon, they're calling it. It doesn't mean it will be pink. The one I just looked at out here was kind of an orange color. Kind of looks like this. A little lighter orange than that, but not much. And it is huge and it's spectacular. And I was just looking at it. But here's the thing about these super moons, and we're having 4 of them in a row, is we didn't realize, and I mean, I know I certainly didn't realize. I want to say thank you, Susan Hanslick, for being here as a moderator. Thank you. I didn't realize that so many religions view this super moon as a very spiritual or significant sign in the heavens. Now, I know that blood moons, okay, is huge prophetic sign, in the Bible. Okay, we know that. And even the Bible tells us there will be signs in Genesis 1:14 that the Lord created the sun, the moon, the stars for signs and seasons, for days and years. Okay, so there's no doubt about that. No. You're thinking about Pink Floyd. No. This is a super pink moon. What? But here's what I do say. Let me put it to you this way. Let me read to you and some information I have on this pink moon tonight. It is a super pink moon. It is a super moon, and you will catch it in the night sky right now. This moon will be at its fullest point, though, its biggest point, at 11:32 p.m. Eastern tonight, according to NASA. So if you want to stay up and watch for it around 11:30, you will see it at its absolute full glory. Now, supermoons appear bigger and brighter in the sky because they are slightly closer to the Earth, and interpretations of what qualifies as a supermoon can vary, but there are generally 2 or 4 moons that meet that threshold based on the distance between the moon and the Earth, maybe within a year. But 4 in a row, very rare. And this is the second of 4 straight super moons. This one a super pink moon. Now, there's many religions that look at this as a sign. And some believe it's a sign for spring, and others think it's a sign for the apocalypse. Now, the Cherokee Indian tribe of the East Coast, they call this moon the flower moon, and the Creek tribe Indians of the Southeast refer to it as the big spring moon. Okay. There are also several religious celebrations that align with this moon, according to NASA. For an Eastern Christians, this is the full moon before their Easter, called the Paschal moon. Because they're going to celebrate their Easter in Eastern Orthodox Christianity, Sunday, May 2nd. For Hindus, it is the Hanuman, the celebration of the birth of the Lord Hanuman. So it's one of their gods in Hinduism. Also, for Buddhists, this also marks Buddha's visit to Sri Lanka to settle a dispute between the chiefs, avoiding a war. Happened on this super pink moon. This super moon is also near the middle of the month of Ramadan, which the Muslims observe in honor of the Quran being revealed. So this is a very prophetic and special moon to Islam as well, as they believe this on this super moon, the Quran was revealed. And then also, of course, in Christianity, we see this as a prophetic sign. Supermoons are very prophetic and have significant warnings, especially 4 super moons in a row. This is huge. Now, they're not blood moons, but 4 super moons in a row is very, very prophetic and causes a lot of gravitational pull on the Earth. And we know that that's really heating up in lieu of the fact that the sun is exploding with solar flares, asteroids and meteorites are raging by, and volcanoes are erupting at record paces, as well as earthquakes. There is a very strong pull. There will be a high tide because of this supermoon, and there's a strong gravitational pull on the Earth during this supermoon. There is a high possibility of a major earthquake because of the gravitational pull of this supermoon, and couple that with the fact that 2 more solar flares erupted on the sun. This could be a collision course of a catastrophe awaiting us in the next 24 to 48 hours. There will be 2 eclipses of the sun and 2 eclipses of the moon this year, and 3 of these will be visible for some in North America, according to the Old Farmer's Almanac. The total eclipse of the moon will occur on May 26th. It's best visible to those in Western North America and in Hawaii, okay? An annular eclipse of the sun will happen on June 10th, visible in northern and northeastern North America, and the sun won't be fully blocked by the moon, so be sure you wear some eclipse glasses to see this eclipse. It's a partial eclipse. And then on November 19th, there will be another partial eclipse of the moon, and sky watchers in North America and Hawaii can view it between 1 a.m. and 7:06 a.m. on the 19th of November, okay? And then the year will end with another total eclipse of the sun on December 4th. It won't be visible, though, in North America, but you will see it if you live out in the Falkland Islands. Okay, so that's some of the signs. Very busy year for signs in the heavens. So it's really important that we keep a close eye on this, because God set these signs in motion. God set these signs in motion in Genesis 1:14. And what I do is when I see these things, I always look to see what's going on right now. And right now we're witnessing tension building like crazy between Russia and Ukraine, between Israel and Iran, and between China and Taiwan, and maybe even Indonesia. You know, that submarine that sunk off the coast of Indonesia that had 53 sailors in it, and they died. Some for some reason, that, remember, just 3 days ago, Indonesia warned China, stay out of our waters. And then next thing you know, what happens? Indonesia's submarine sinks to the bottom of the ocean, killing off 53 sailors. Coincidence? Or something more sinister going on here with China? I would say better take a real strong look at China. I'm very nervous about a pink moon, because I can say right now that there could always be a sign of war or warfare, or some type of major war breakout. Right now, there's a problem with going on in Jerusalem and in between Israel and Iran. It's also, there's been rockets fired by Hamas out of Gaza into Israel, as well as what they're calling the what do they call it? It's a certain kind of intifada. They've been just calling this. I don't know exactly the term they're using, but there's a lot of strange fighting in the streets, and there's a lot of anti-Semitic stuff going on. So a lot of crazy stuff happening. People, you might want to give your life to Jesus Christ, because I tell you, we're living in the end days. We're living in the last days. Thank you guys for your prayers. I had treatments today. Really, really tired. I preached hard Sunday morning, and then I did a show last night. And this morning when I woke up, I just was not all there. And I've never have really got there. And I went ahead and did the treatments, came back, and I've just not felt that great. But I decided to come out here and talk about this, since I took Sugar out for a walk and saw this beautiful super moon out there. And I said, I got to go do a video on that. Here, look at this. Sunday night salvations, 43. I don't know if Heidi showed this to you guys tonight or not. I want to thank Brandon and all the mods for pulling this together for me. But I thought there was 40 salvations, but it actually came out to 43. And she named all 43 of them. She got all their names, put them all down. 43 people. Isn't that amazing? 43 people during a live broadcast asking to be saved and praying with me online live. There were 77 last Thursday night with our broadcast with Mike from around the world. So God is saving people. He's setting the captives free. Whom the Son of Man makes free is free indeed. I'm telling you. And folks should give their life to Jesus Christ, because we're truly running out of time. God bless all of you. Have a great evening. Don't forget, tomorrow night, Bible study at 6 p.m. Bible study at 6 p.m. I'll be live with Sister Heidi tomorrow. And so it should be a wonderful, wonderful Bible study, as we are really getting into the revelation now in the book of Daniel. We are really going to be looking at deep into the prophecies now of the beast kingdom in the book of Daniel. So come back and see us tomorrow night at 6 p.m. If you haven't got a ticket for Climate Chaos, you still can. Go ahead and purchase one if you want to. Just go to our website and get it. We'll send you the link. Oh, and the Shepherd Ambellis link is working. It got repaired this afternoon. It's back working. So some of you have watched everybody but Shepherd Ambellis. You can go watch Shepherd tonight. It's done. It's a great interview. It's a great interview I did with Shepherd Ambellis. I hope you guys really enjoyed this webinar. We are hearing a lot of great feedback from folks who said it was very informative. And so that's really good news. that you guys really learned a lot and really realized just how the signs of the birthing pains of the coming of Jesus Christ is truly upon us. We are living in the last days. Thank everybody out there. God bless all you guys. See you in a little while. God bless. Are you serious?